We just uploaded it and they're still doing the same thing again.
Look at that, Blake. We just did an upload just about an hour ago, and this is our third demonetization, and they're saying it's not acceptable for viewer content.
We're actually getting some trying to get a review on this, but we don't want to hold it back. We want to get it out as fast as possible. But what are they seeing in these drawings?
It seems that we're having a cover up on YouTube. Even Secure Team, Crow 777, we're all having a problem with YouTube censorship. And could this be the culprit? People coming forward with real eyewitness accounts.
Yeah, absolutely. People are saying that they wanted to watch the video and they couldn't. Right now, let me tell you, there's some kind of really disconcerting things going on YouTube right now, and basically for a lot of YouTubers. We've got Crow 777, they've been shut down, and now that we've been talking to an abductee just as of today, Michael Savage, he's submitted these photographs to us, and right now we're being suppressed. We can't share this at the moment because there is some kind of issue in regards to the content that we are sharing with you right here at Third Phase of Moon. And this is a problem because right now we are wanting to share the most relevant information coming in, and these are abductee photos, or excuse me, abductee drawings from Michael Savage, and he submitted this to us, and we did a full-length interview with him. And right now people are having a problem watching this entire interview I did with Michael Savage.
Yeah, Blake, we uploaded this 3 times tonight, and we just wanted to share it. There's nothing of content that should be unrepresented. They're saying that this is unfriendly for YouTubers. Everything about it is just the truth. There's no profanity or anything. We're just showing drawings of renditions of a real abductee experience.
We want to thank everybody for joining us live from around the world. We're seeing all your comments and we're appreciating that. Let's just play a little bit of this video and see if you could hear anything that would be something that should be shut down. In my opinion, this needs to be shared with the world. Michael Savage is sharing it. Let's just play a minute here. Let's play it.
I was standing out in the road in front of this craft, and I sent you a drawing of it so you can actually see what it looks like. It's one of the rare types that has one of those giant round antennas at the very top of it. And next thing I knew, I was inside of a white room. This whole thing was lit up. You couldn't find any corners or ceiling or anything. So you had a very distortion of a view of what your surroundings were. So there's no depth perception. And it took a while that I was sitting in there. It seemed like forever until I was actually brought out by a being into something that looked like a control room.
All right, we're sharing with you live via Third Phase of Moon broadcasting from the Big Island of Hawaii, some video that has been recently, within the past few hours, been having a complication trying to get out to you, the world. And Michael Savage did a whole entire interview with us lasting over 35 minutes in regards to his experience aboard an aircraft, some kind of extraterrestrial craft, and right now we're having issues trying to share it with you, so that's why we're going over this.
Yeah, we're seeing a bunch of people on the chat. They're seeing that it was shut down, and guess what? It was shut down by YouTube 3 times in a row. We had Ryan and Easy and Mimi, they're going, why? What's the reason? Or Ryan, are they trying to shut down suppression? We had Crow 77, Secure Team. We're all talking about it. We're in this small world of giving information out as it comes in, and it seems like YouTube wants to suppress and shut down the people's experience.
Yeah, let's just play it a little bit more. Right now, Michael Savage is explaining to us in this rendition of his via being aboard an extraterrestrial craft is that he could see that when he was aboard, here is Michael, and he's surrounded by alien grays, and he's stating that there's some kind of control panel. Just listen to this.
All right, so we're looking at your drawings right now. So basically, the first drawing that you did is a side-by-side comparison of actually what the craft, this basically flying saucer looking like structure, is compared to you, correct?
Correct. I was only 8 years old at the time.
Okay, and then it seems like there's some kind of, ramp that basically kind of came out of the craft itself, and then you walked up it?
I don't remember how I actually got into the craft.
Is you within the craft, surrounded by basically they look like alien grays and definitely look some kind of like a control panel. Are those windows looking out? Could you recall what you saw out those windows?
Yeah, actually, the interior of the vehicle itself was strangely dullish white, like a pewter, and there were no actual windows or portholes on the side of it. But what you see there in the drawing is that I was a kid. I was asking, hey, can this thing fly? That'd be kind of cool. And that's where he touched the device that came down from the ceiling, and part of the floor and part of the wall became transparent.
Now, this is very interesting because in regards to this interview that we've been conducting over the past few hours with Michael Savage, so far I have not seen anything that would conclude why this is not user-friendly, why that this video apparently should be suppressed. Right now we're seeing it. Look at this.
What it takes is a subscriber base. It takes people to shout out people that are being suppressed on YouTube. And this is proof that a story that has nothing to do with suppression except the truth. And right now it's being shut down. Maybe right now we're going to be able to do it live and keep the story going as it goes.
All right, we'll just play it a little bit more. Let's we're wanting to share this with you because you know what? We can't suppress the evidence. So let's play a little bit more. Here we go.
Where I could see out of it. And then I could tell that we were actually flying only about 100 feet or so above the rural city. And I remember distinctly saying, well, this is stupid. If this were this close to the ground, everybody below us would be able to see us.
That's amazing to me because have you ever flown over your neighborhood approximately 100 feet, 200 feet above the ground? Would you even know what the rooftops look like? The perspective of being above your neighborhood without even being there. This must have actually happened in your mind.
Absolutely. This is my question to Michael Savage, and could this be more reasoning why this is being suppressed? We're just trying to get the information out. Here's Michael Savage's answer in regards to what happened in his location. Look at this.
Great. So let's
would be H spots, and couldn't do that. Their message.
All right, we're having a little difficulty here. Here we go. This interview, again, is being kind of suppressed. We're trying to get it out. People have noticed that we've uploaded this video twice, and so far we've been having issues, and we're trying to figure out what is the reasoning behind it. This is an artist rendition from Michael Savage of what it looks like from a monitor aboard an extraterrestrial craft. Listen.
A secondary concern that we were creating advanced technologies far, far in advance than our ability to use them responsibly.
Why, I wonder, would they be telling a young boy?
Go ahead, Brett.
I'm just looking at what we're looking at and the extraordinary proof that's coming in from whistleblowers from around the world that are being suppressed are kind of unfortunate, and it might be the sign of the times of what's to come for YouTube channels that are trying to get the truth out. What we need to do is sustain a base, a family, and that's what we're doing. We're sustaining a family of truth seekers And we need all of you guys to support us, support the YouTube phenom of UFO existence. And I think we're doing a good job. I think everybody on Third Phase of Moon, the best subscribers in the world right here, we're getting the truth out. Blake, did you see these reddish triangle burn stains on his hand?
Well, absolutely. Michael explains to me in this interview that we're wanting to share with you, to the world, and don't worry, we're going to be sharing it with you, is that he said that once he was aboard the extraterrestrial craft and abducted, he noticed this strange triangular-shaped reddish burn stain on his hand, and he had a hard time washing it off. And I asked him, is it still relevant to this day? Is it still appear on his hand about 20 years later? He states that there's still some kind of impression. Anybody out there has been abducted? Had they had any kind of triangular burn on their hand? It's definitely, once people start sharing this information, the word really gets out. Here's another.
This is one of my favorite drawings right here from Michael Savage of his extraterrestrial experience right here. We just had a super chat, and we want to give a big thanks to our super chats and anybody that supports Third Phase of Moon. Let's just shout out a couple chatters right now. Go ahead, Blake.
Okay, we've got people coming in all over the world. We got James Baca. Thanks, James. And we've got Dane Muzz.
Yeah, give a thumbs up. The more you thumbs up, the more we have a chance to shout out our friendly subscribers.
We got people coming in from Australia. Angelica. Hey, Angelica. Hey, thanks for joining us. Ryan is with us. We've got Ronald from the USA. We've got people from all over the world. Even Iggy Lopez. We got people from England. Daryl, thanks for joining us, Daryl. But right now, we're just trying to share with you information that has been recently denied to the people that want to get the word out. We're trying as hard as we can to get Michael Savage's testimony, and we'll do our best. And hopefully in the next couple days, this video can be cleared. But let's listen to a little uncut that people don't want you to hear. Listen to this.
Yeah, there is some kind of mental odds factor that happens during and after the events. These extraterrestrial events are so amazing and traumatizing in a way, whether some people, their brains take it differently than others. I've been in close proximity myself, and I've always wanted to share my experience. But then again, there are people at the same time that, exactly like how you're saying, it's just basically they don't want to talk about it. They refuse to talk about it, and whether it's involuntary or not, still sometimes remains a mystery. But let's get to this other drawing. It's basically terrifying. It shows a person. Is this you in the bed with something kind of on the wall there? Can you explain to me what's happening? You've been abducted multiple times, it sounds like.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize that this was the beginning of a series of unfortunate events. The first encounter I had was pretty friendly. Now, the beings, they speak to you in your head, and it's much like you putting on earphones and you hear the music or somebody speaking. It's centered in your head. What I proposed was that I think that's the way that they use translations, and that way they can speak to people who have different languages, is that they use information that's already in your head. They put in the thoughts, and that way whoever is they're conversing with can understand them. In this picture here that you see for the bed is that I came to find out that they would come and do visitations every 2 years between the months of June and July. I have no clue as to why those months or why it was every 2 years. But after that, there was no friendly confrontation. They would just take you. They would.
Did you hear that? They just said, they just take you. And that's the scary part. It seems like there's really no control of alien abduction experience, Blake.
Absolutely. When I spoke to Michael, he explained that after a while, it was fun in the beginning, but then at a point he was kind of intimidated in regards to when they would return again. And I don't know, is this something that YouTube does not want to share to the world, is trying to get out this information? Because it seems very critical now that we're having these issues. As you can see right here, they're limited ads.
They don't want to share this, but we're gonna try and share it any way we can. And everybody at Third Phase of Moon, our best subscribers, you guys are helping out the cause.
Wow, this is amazing. People are actually flash chatting. They're getting on the flash chat. They really want to get the word out. So let's just play a little bit more of this, because what happened? Okay, this is weird, because Michael also explains that he had an alien implant embedded in him, and he pulled it out of him. You're going to hear in the interview that this cube, this luminescent cube, was pulled out of his body when he was young. And just listen. Let's just play it a little bit.
Is this some kind of implant that you had at one point?
Yeah, when I was right after the first abduction, and I'd known what happened, is that I had this itch on my leg, and I couldn't tell what was going on there. So I finally got fed up and got a magnifying glass and some tweezers, and I thought, well, I live in a place where there's a lot of cactus, and maybe I had a thorn or something. And there was this tube of skin which was not there before. So it didn't actually, break the skin. It was actually a skin tube that had been inserted into my leg, and I pressed this small, tiny cube out, and it was about, what did I say here? It's about 2 millimeters high. And I was looking at this thing closely, and it was truly a little cube. It had little gold translucent stone and gold veins growing through it, and I put it inside this little tiny box that I had just to keep it. And I thought, well, I can't imagine why years later, why I didn't take it to somebody, get it photographed, or X-rayed or something, just to note what it was. But I got this message in my head that after I took it out, is that don't show anybody this, don't expose it, just leave it, don't tell anybody. And I couldn't understand what was going on, because there was this subliminal suggestions, I guess, that you could call it, that they put inside your mind to instruct you. And so I did put it inside that box, and I kept it on my counter, never telling anybody, and then about 2 weeks later, it just disappeared.
So what Michael is explaining to us is that he removed some kind of 2 millimeter implant that was removed from his body, and then he puts it into some kind of container, and it was never to be seen again. And we're going to get answers. I asked him, what do you think happened to it? Where do you think it went? And what was the purpose? Well, is this some of the stuff that why right now this kind of information is being suppressed? Because right now we have a status in regards to this that right now this is user unfriendly. We put the review quest, and apparently it's going to take maybe about 7 days to get to it. We've got to find out exactly why they don't want to get this information out, because it's important. We are appreciating everybody from around the world joining us live, because you've noticed that recently some videos have been removed via our YouTube channel because of this issue.
Thanks, everybody. We're going to give one more shout out to everybody, and just thumbs this video up, and the more thumbs up, the more info this gets out to everybody on suppression of YouTube channels, just trying to get out the truth. Okay, we got Anthony. Mimi just said, hey. Aaron Lewis, Josh Hott. We got Query. Oh, they just keep coming in. We got Roger, Easy, David. Yeah, just keep subscribing. We see the thumbs up. We see the subscribers just going up. Subscribe.
All right. Oh, Okay, here's a little bit more of the suppressed video. Let's see. Let's just play it. He's explaining to me in this rendition of Michael Savage. Here it is. Let's just play the audio. Here it goes.
Anxiety about them coming to visit, because I couldn't tell during what day in those 2 months that they might come visit. So I ended up doing all sorts of crazy things to try to protect myself and give myself warning, like putting up tripwires and pots and pans and furniture in the way. I took the handles off my windows. I made sure everything was locked up tight so there's no way that you could get in, and nothing seemed to work. What you see here in this drawing is actually what had happened one night is I had a girlfriend who was coming and living with me, and the bedroom that you see that's where I was abducted one is the room that you see him in. And I was sleeping across the hallway inside my girlfriend's room that evening. And then I remember waking up in the middle of the night. I don't know what woke me. And I sat up in bed and I could look straight across into my room, and that's when I saw the creature standing there. Now, in one of the rare occasions that they give an almost human reaction, its small mouth opened like it was almost surprised that it was seeing me sitting up and awake and staring at it in such close proximity. And the only thing that I thought in my head is that I'm going to catch this bastard, and I'm going to let everybody know about it and prove that this has been happening to me. So I jolted to get up out of bed to grab this thing, and something hit me like a ton of bricks.
Now, this is some of the information that is being suppressed via Third Phase of Moon. You've been trying to watch the video. We've been trying to share it with you. And we're going to keep getting out this information as much as we possibly can before it's too late. Let me tell you, we've got Michael Savage from The Harvesting. It's his book, Witchwood. And we're wanting to share this information with you. So, everybody, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Subscribe to hopefully get more information in regards to Michael Savage's encounter, because we need to get the word out. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Thanks for joining us, and just make sure that you share this with your friends, because the fight is on.